Let's get more. Ipek Gençsü is, I got it right, Senior Research Officer in the Climate and Energy Program at the Overseas Development Institute and joins us. Great to have you with us. I wonder, you know, when I first saw this and I was looking at the this possibility of a fine, I was just wondering, fining this problem, I'm wondering if that's part of the solution, a good solution, because that made me think that maybe some countries out there will go, do you know what, let's just pay the fine because it's a lot cheaper than paying what it's going to cost to clean this problem up permanently.
I mean, you're right. It's not the solution. It has raised it in the agenda, and now we know that it's a serious issue. But to be honest, the cost to the healthcare system of having such high levels of air pollution is so high that compared to the fines, this is really what's most serious. And also, you know, when you think about the EU making this demand on the UK and many other countries, it's really not about the EU. It's about us having to think, what are we getting wrong here? You know, as citizens and as the government, we need to clean up our air, and that's what's most important.
Well, you mentioned citizens and government and the EU. Who's the responsible? Who's responsible for doing this? I mean, assuming you're going to say it's a collective responsibility.
You're right, it is a collective responsibility, but the government really needs to lead the way. So currently the government is supporting the consumption of fossil fuels in the transport sector and energy. Our recent research at ODI shows that they spend about £7.4 billion a year on supporting fossil fuels in the transport sector. So if they continue to do that, then the citizens and industry and business are not going to make the switches to cleaner technologies. No,
they need to turn those subsidies away from fossil fuels and I'm assuming put them into cleaner air too. Because we're all conned to buy diesel cars. You know, the EU did a great job, a great con job 10, 12 years ago. Buy diesel, buy diesel.
Exactly, that's right. And now they have to take back those diesel tax breaks and really encourage citizens to buy cleaner cars. And they've done so. So in the recent UK budget, they've put aside about £500 million for electric vehicle infrastructure, which is great. But they need to do more because it's just not a level playing field right now.
Do you see light at the end of the tunnel? Because we also have to change all of these consumers, these hundreds of millions of consumers. We have to change our mindset on top of all of this.
Yes, we do. And I do see the light at the end of the tunnel because I do believe that citizens really care about the healthcare costs to them. But I also think that businesses and investors are ready to invest in these new technologies. In many countries, they're doing so. They just need the right signals from governments to be able to do it fast enough. We really need a faster pace of change.
Indeed. Ipek Gençsü, thanks very much for joining us.